So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Watch the slip! Watch the slip! Check, check, check!
There you go, kill!
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch the out! Watch the out!
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
A first down carry by Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze able to slither by. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw, it's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Kamara, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Breeze going to come up here, first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Zach Line, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check my 47. All day, dog.
Hey, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flushed out right, and it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked, instead it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Set, 95-56.
Tackles.
On second down, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play.
Now Breeze on third down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, kill.
Mike 47. What's the run? They're running it. Echo. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Okay, double up.
There we go, kill.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Prescott caught by Cobb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. A.J. Klein, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Bandit. Bandit.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, Breeze. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. On first down, Breeze. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And Kamara has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. A 10th carry for Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. From the 22, Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A 1-yard
You
gain
kill.
brings up 3rd and 6.
Go.
55. Right there.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
You kill. X3. 218. Chop.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now a play fake. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They go with a fullback line. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of... And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Prescott finding Witten. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
I'm scared.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On play action, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 12.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Here's Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Then we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Prescott to throw on fourth. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the fullback, Zach Line, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Throwing now is Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Come on now, let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before.
And now here's another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They'll run. This is Kamara. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Intended that time for Cooper. Yet another interception, and I just had to double. Check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Thomas the intended target. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I got you. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott off play action. Buying time to his left. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The busy night continues for Kamara. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.